Alrighty, we have Rider of Rohan versus Waystalker. Waystalker's a recent addition to our Discord, though he seems pretty good at the game. So, we'll see what comes of it. Haven't seen him in any tournaments or on any streams yet. Just hanging around the Discord playing some games on our Vermin League or Best of One bot. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, come play that instead of ranked matchmaking. Ranked matchmaking. Oh, I get to fight a Thunderbarge, or I get to fight a Landship, or 2 Steam Tanks. That's fun. Nah, dude, fuck that. Come to our Discord. Play games with us where you have house rules that are like, hey man, just 1 Steam Tank, not 2. And fuck the Landship. Fuck the Thunderbarge. Don't bring those at all. Come on, come join us. See what happens. See what happens. You might have fun. Imagine that. Imagine having fun in this video game. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be crazy? Imagine. Anyway, what's going on? What's happening? Oh yeah, High Elves, Demons, Chaos. Got it. Frontline of Spearmen, backline of Archers with light armor, Talons of Tor, Kaleda, more Archers, more Loudland Seaguard, 1 Swordmaster of Hoeth, the Fireborn, Alariel, the Radiant with Tempest and Earthblood, and then a Star Dragon. I have never seen a basic Star Dragon win. I only see Star Dragons win if Imrik is riding them. Then aside for the Demons of Chaos, Chaos Furies of Slaanesh for their superior armor piercing. You do have a Soul Grinder of Tzeentch currently getting some good poking on the High Elf lines. More Seekers, Blue Horrors, an Exalted Flamer, a Herald of Slaanesh with only the Rampage spell, and that is it. Exalted Flamer. Some people really like this thing for kiting. I don't. I still think it sucks. Archer's getting some shots in onto Furies and the Blue Horrors a little bit. They don't seem too worried. And the Fury Summon is out, but it looks like the Archers are just going to take it down. Oh, that's a Sister of Avalorn. Hello there. Anyway, they're going to try and kill it on the charge so that the summon didn't even matter. It does manage to land on the Sisters. The other Archers are turning in as the Fireborn start to run. Looks like the Archers are just going to abandon that and let the Fireborn take care of it. And their charge should get these guys to Demonic Instability Crumble. There they go. The Sisters are saved. Downhill shot from the Exalted Flamer. Does a teeny tiny amount of poke to the Spearman. Not too much. Star Dragon landed somewhere. Got chased off by Seekers and the Herald. I wonder if she rampaged him or something. But it doesn't seem too bad. And now all the Archers are turning their attention onto the Soul Grinder, who is going to start to run away as all the Archers hit him in the back of the head, and the Star Dragon's coming in. He lost his barriers, but that's about it. There's another Exalted Flamer shot. Not too much damage value. And the Seekers charge straight into the Fireborn. Fireborn are going to win that pretty handily. Seekers don't have the stats to deal with them. Star Dragon still harassing the Soul Grinder down as we lose an entire Seeker to the Fireborn. They are going to start to try and pull back. Chaos Fury's landing in briefly, but they're already down to half HP, and it has been a rough start for the Demons here. Star Dragon duels the Soul Grinder. Seekers are coming for him, though. He's going to have to back off if he can. He might get rampaged into those Seekers again. And another Fury is being sacrificed to the Dark Gods as it jumps in on the Archers. Meanwhile, the Fireborn are getting lured into a trap. Seekers of Slaanesh running downhill to flank them while Blue Horrors fire in. These other Seekers just kind of stand their ground. The Fireborn get pushed way beyond where they wanted to be, and Alariel is nowhere nearby to offer any healing for them. Star Dragon is rampaged like we suspected into the Seekers. And I see a big red arrow over my head, so there must be some Archers trying to help out with that situation, but there's also a lot trying to deal with the Chaos Furies. Swordmasters of Hoeth running up to help out with that alongside Alariel. And Alariel does provide magic damage for everybody around her, which is very good against demons. 1 Seeker died to the Fireborn in the end. The other Seeker is still trying to kill them off while Blue Horrors offer that support. Spearmen fighting Blue Horrors on the top side, and Loudland Seaguard trying to hold their ground against Chaos Furies. Nice Tempest in, Overcast even from Alariel, just trying to get good damage on these Chaos Furies while they're on the ground, get rid of them, though it looks like the Sisters of Avalorn were sacrificed for the attempt. Star Dragon gets back into the sky. He has not received any healing so far, so he could get a Star of Avalorn and be fine. The Exalted Flamer is still trying to kite it out. Nice little side shot on the Spearman. I'm largely just underwhelmed with the damage from the Exalted Flamers, even when you put them in the best situation possible. Spearman fighting against Seekers next to the Star Dragon as the Soul Grinder continues to try and kite it out. There's one little shot here onto the Spearman. The second and final Chaos Fury summon is here. What will it go after? Howls are down on the balance of power, though I'm not so sure. The loss of the Fireborn was pretty brutal, but There is a lot of healing to be had from Alarielle. And we're losing Seekers, we're losing Furies. That Fury's fake. So I'm just not sold. Star Dragon does need to back the fuck off and go get some healing, though. Alarielle has been awfully cagey about her healing, which is kind of the opposite as you usually expect of her. Star Dragon has 2 of its breath attacks. Looks like it's not going to use 1 in that Chaos Fury to save those archers. Hopefully, well, it's hoping that they're just a summon, and that they'll fade away in their own time. It's not worth a breath attack, maybe, but could take a whole archer with him at the way this is going. Spearman trying to pursue the Exalted Flamer and all that stuff. In comes a little breath attack onto the Blue Horrors, and there's an Earthblood to get some healing for the Star Dragon. Seeker's going to die on their charge with Talon's Torquilada. There they go. These Furies have 17 seconds left of life. Bounce power gets worse for the High Elves as they try and hold on. That weird trumpet that sometimes goes off sounds a lot like, oh no, a Tempest is cast on the Chaos Furies as they're about to fade away for being a summon anyway. Bit of a disaster. Anyway, that weird horn that goes off sounds like Orion's Silver Golden Hounds or something. It's his bound Gehenna's Golden Hounds, but it's Orion's something. Hounds of the Wild Hunt. Some shit. Rampage in for the Star Dragon, but he's already going after the target he was going after, so I suppose that's fine, as Spearmen try to collapse on the Herald of Slaanesh, who was going after Alarielle for a brief moment, then decided to fuck off. Archers firing up and over into the Soul Grinder as the Star Dragon chases it down. Archers now firing at the Herald on her way in. We still have a very healthy Swordmaster in the distance, and not a lot of range to kill him. The Blue Horrors all around him should just die, because they're all going to go into melee with the Swordmaster and lose. Archers are rallying in the backfield here, and the Star Dragon's taking a lot of damage. Still hasn't received as much healing as I would have thought. There's a Star of Averlorn, but he's already going to rout. Nope, positive leadership for now as he sits in that healing. There's the negative leadership, back to positive. He needs to just stay in the healing. Though I suppose he is constantly on fire, so he's receiving less healing, and yeah, he routs, so he's just going to walk out of the Star like a fool. Alarielle got a lot of healing from it, so did the Spearman. Earthblood out for them, too. Didn't hit the Star Dragon. Exalted Flamer is down to 3 shots left. He's got 900 value from using all of his ammunition, which I just find wild. A little damage on the Spearmen, and now the Vortexes of Zinch are ripping through them. That's doing good damage for like the first time. Archers rallying here and there, trying to defend themselves from these Blue Horrors. Do need to take some time and just shoot the Blue Horrors and kill them off while the Talons of Torquilada are running away. Chromatic Abomination's finally starting to fade to Demonic Instability crumbling. The Soul Grinder is beating up on Alarielle, but sitting in magically empowered spears does not seem like their idea of a good time. And the Star Dragon did die to the Soul Grinder and Exalted Flamer. Exalted Flamer has 1 shot left. High Elves are up on the balance of power. I would tend to agree. As a Pavane of Slaanesh Rampage Swordmaster Poet that also will do a good bit of damage. One of the Blue Horrors is fading away, as we said. Archers are teeing off onto the other one. Gonna get rid of those berries soon, though. This Archer is wandering far too close to the sun, as the Blue Horrors are just gonna abandon their fight with the Spearmen and go kill these Archers. Bit of a whoopsie there. And Soul Grinders continue to kite it out. Damages Alarielle quite a bit as she throws an Earthblood onto herself. Exalted Flamer is now just a half-assed melee combatant. Has no ammunition left. Soul Grinder 3 shots. Blue Horrors no shots. The range of the Demons of Chaos is running out. Swordmaster's trying to hold it down. Get into melee combat with these Blue Horrors. And they are getting chunked as they run away. Soul Grinder is going to aim at Alarielle still. While she's standing in her own Spearmen, they will also take some damage for their transgressions. The Spearmen are trying to hold the Blue Horrors at bay while the Archers set up and shoot at the Herald of Slaanesh, getting occasional damage down onto her. These other Archers are going to fire at the Exalted Flamer of Zinch. Not focusing their fire could come back to haunt them as Swordmasters are chasing Blue Horrors, but they're getting outrun, so they decide to go back up a hill instead. And the High Elf Archers are getting soloed out by the Herald, by the Exalted Flamer. These Archers will get a good little bit of poke down on the Blue Horrors. Swordmaster's going to turn around and charge them now that they've baited the Blue Horrors back into the fight. And this should be the end of that demonic unit. Should. Soul Grinder's down to the last shot. It really depends how much healing Alarielle has left heal up her Spearmen and bros. Talon's Torquilada routing off. Archers with light armor trying to turn and fire downhill into the Blue Horrors, ignoring the Exalted Flamer that is poking them in the butt. These Blue Horrors are also charging at Archers who are desperately trying to kill them off. Soul Grinder firing his last shot now. I'll leave it in the background so you can see it. Good Good shot onto Alarielle. There go these archers. They've routed too many times. I think they're going to shatter. So there they are. Gone for good. The Soul Grinder gets a glorious charge on the Spearman. Ow, that did so much damage. They're going to tear out, too. Oh, wait, that's ITP, isn't it? Yeah, magic attacks and ITP. One leadership for them as they try and hold. Narcissism nets and silences Alarielle, so she can't heal up these Spearmen even if she wanted to. She needs to use that Star of Avalorn right now on these Spearmen and herself. Swordmasters of Hoeth finally get a fight up on the top ground that they want, while Spearmen are running up from behind. The Exalted Flamer just pushes through them and gets out of here. And there's Alarielle. Earthblood and Star of Avalorn trying to keep herself alive, but she still routes during it and looks like the Spearman might be close behind her, but they are poking down the Soul Grinder quite a lot. Soul Grinder should be going after Alarielle any second now, but it looks like he's a little distracted. There he goes. He starts to move towards her. The Swordmasters of Hoeth plus Spearman did take out the Blue Horror and moved on to the Exalted Flamer. Towns of Torquelade are back, shooting at the Exalted Herald as Blue Horrors run them down. We still have one healthy-ish archer up on the top side, while Alarielle runs away from the Soul Grinder on the low ground. Pavane doing damage to Spearman, not focusing on the Swordmasters. These Blue Horrors will finish off the Towns of Torquelada. Exalted Flamer continuing to kite out these guys. Gets stuck in a fight for a bit. Does not cause terror, just causes fear. Loses about 500 HP in this trade. Swordmasters of Hoeth are doing fine. Alarielle still running away from the Soul Grinder, though. Some spears are gathering up around her. Exalted Flamer's getting low. Up on the high ground. Ooh, nasty shots onto the Herald of Slaanesh from these archers as she runs up. She's down to 600 HP. Bounce power is still dead even. 11 minutes into this game. Alarielle, when she goes off the map, will be a huge problem for the High Elves losing that leadership. Exalted Flamer is still kiting out the Swordmasters of Hoeth. Archers with light armor getting drained down by the Souled Siphon. Now that their leadership is too low, they'll rout. The Herald survives. These Blue Horrors are also barely surviving, though the Towns of Torquelada should actually come back. Unless Alarielle goes off the map, then they're doomed. Without Alarielle's ITP aura, the Spearmen are terror routed away from the Soul Grinder. Soul Grinder goes back after Alarielle, can't let her return to the fight. And that's looking like the death knell for the High Elves. Without Alarielle's leadership, the Towns won't rally and do some damage. These archers won't rally and do some damage. And then these Swordmasters will probably just rout or something. Do you have archers rallying on the high field? They need immediate orders to turn around and shoot the Blue Horrors. The Blue Horrors only have one leadership. If you can shoot them once, you'll Demonic Disability crumble them and save yourself. Swordmaster Hoeth get Pavaned, though. And it's not about the rampage as much as it is about the extra damage. So Swordmasters are going to be gone. Archers desperately trying to save themselves, but they haven't fired. I can tell because the Blue Horrors have full fucking HP. And they're faster than the archers, so I don't know why the archers are running away. They needed to just stand and shoot. They did not. Alarielle's off the map, and army losses hits. A brutal, grindy game. And Star Dragon, dude, Star Dragons just blow. They're so fucking bad. Like, base Star Dragons without someone riding them are fucking trash. Archers did okay. Spearmen did fine. Swordmasters of Hoeth did okay. Fireborn did alright. But the Swordmasters just didn't have much to do, unfortunately. They kind of just walked around and got kited. Sisters of Avalorn also got punked. For Waystalkers, Soul Grinder 3,100 value. His Lord did fine. Exalted Flamer ended up paying for itself. I think they're 1,300 or less. Seekers, overall, good value. Furies did okay. Blue Horrors did very well. GG. Roar.
Subscribe, yes, yes.